Hello, fellow Cravers, and welcome to the New Year podcast. That was crap.
God, it's New Year. You've got to have a bit more enthusiasm.
I know. Oh, right.
So New Year, you've got to be enthusiastic.
Happy New Year! Woo!
Because this will actually come out on New Year's Day.
Yeah.
Oh, great. This is fun. Anyway.
So when we're also referring to games, we've got to refer them to this year as well.
Yeah, we do, actually.
So there you go.
Yeah.
Point.
So this is the start point for the New Year's podcast.
What's coming out in 2026? Which is actually... Sorry, did I interrupt you?
So this is the start of the New Year's podcast, starting from...
I was just surprised that
Billy!
the page exists. I was just surprised that the page exists.
Of course the page exists! You know what? This is going to be on probably the end of this podcast, just us getting ready for it. I mean,
Got you two. I've been...
Shut up, Cajr. Fucking hell.
Right. Right, so this is the start point for the...
It's music one as well.
For the 2016 podcast, starting from now. Hello, fellow Cravers, and Happy New Year! It's 2016, finally, and all that stuff. And we are here with the CTG Podcast to have our predictions of what is going to be happening this year. As always, you have me, GD, you have Cajr, and we are joined by Billy. How are you two? Happy New Year, all that kind of stuff, 2016. Woo.
I had a wonderful Christmas.
You had a wonderful Christmas.
I got a massive plasma TV gifted by GD himself. It was so lovely.
With my TV.
I like to point out that they do know that this is pre-recorded. Just going to point that out because we did mention it.
No, you can't be a lie, GD.
Live.
You did say.
I didn't say
You did say on the 26th that you were going.
Anyway, like you guys can see, we have pre-recorded this. So technically, we're in 2015, but we're talking to you in the future. Hi.
How much has it changed?
Yeah, is the world still there?
Is
Thank
Donald
you.
Trump?
If the world wasn't there, wouldn't matter anyway because everyone would be dead.
Is Donald Trump president of the world?
Oh God, please don't say he's the president of the world. It's just him and Kate Hopkins. Just
True.
Anyway, so we're here to talk about 2016, talk about the games that are going to be coming out this year, and what we think is going to be the bigger news stories of this year. So we've all three got our list, which we are using Wiki for, because it's the easier way to have everything compiled, isn't it? So
Is it?
yeah, usually it is. So I think we should start off with what games we know are coming out. It'd be easier. When they're coming out.
Well, we don't know what games are not coming out.
So, first of all, the first game I want to talk about, which is coming out on the 12th of January, with the other one coming out on the 9th of February, it's the Assassin's Creed Chronicles. We already had the China one released, and that was months ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I wasn't even aware it was out.
Yeah, which I did enjoy. It was it's a nice... It's different. Yeah. So we've got the India one, like we said, which is coming out on the 12th, and then we've got the Russia one. Now, we were promised these ones, but it feels like they're just trying to rush it and then just push it out now, especially when they're pretty much a month apart.
It's a spin-off game just to keep you over for the whole year until you got to wait for the next game.
I think a lot of people were just sick of people moaning about, well, we want a China one, we want an India one. I think there's already...
It would spice up the game a bit more, I think.
Yeah.
But a 2.5D game ain't going to satisfy everyone's need, is it?
So, Cajr, are you thinking of getting these ones? I think you've already got the China one, haven't you?
I've got the China one, not completed it.
Same
I've
here.
done a few levels, but yeah, I probably will get it.
What about you, Billy? It is coming out on the PS4 and PC as well. So
I haven't got an Assassin's Creed game since Black Flag, and that was only because it was really cheap. I am not a fan of Assassin's Creed at all.
You might like these ones. These are 2D platformers.
Nah.
No. But I would say I'm looking forward to it. Not heard much about these two. All that we know is that it's India and Russia. Which I won't be surprised if we don't hear much about it until the actual game is released, each of them. But yeah, it's a nice start. At least we know that there's going to be games coming out in this month, January, which is nice. talk about another game which is coming out this month. Resident Evil 0 HD Remaster.
Ooh.
Have any of you two played the original?
No, so it'll be a first time for me, and I'm wondering, by the definition of remaster, is it going to be a completely clean remastered game?
Well, it's coming out on PC, of course, but it's also coming out PS3, 360, PS4, and Xbox One. So I think they released the first Resident Evil. Was it January, February time last year? So I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. I've not played it, but I've always wanted to play it because it was a GameCube exclusive when it first came out. So yeah. Well, Kaj, you're a fan of the Resident Evil series, aren't you? So is this?
Yes.
So is this definitely one of the games that you're going to try and pick up?
I will pick it up at some point.
But it's not a game that you're going to straight away.
I'm wary of it because of the fact Resident Evil HD remaster from the original game. It's like, alright, I've not played this one, so I won't know what they've changed.
Well, to make you feel at ease, Kaj, obviously we had the HD, we saw, the remake of the remaster, whatever. It's the word remaster instead of remake, so we're not getting complete changes like we did with the GameCube and the original game remake. Because I think the remake of Resident Evil 0 is using the same engine as the remake. Sorry, it's the same engine.
Remake, remaster.
Yeah, you can tell I'm getting tongue twisted when it's like Resident remake.
But then again, the first Resident Evil, which came out on the PS4 and Xbox One, they did class it as a remaster, didn't they?
It's a remastered of a remake.
Yeah, it's because it was.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Because that GameCube, Resident Evil 0, came out around the same time as the remake of the Finny. It's using the same game engine, I believe. So I don't think that they're going to make too many changes. This one, it's just going to be that GameCube game remastered. Well, just like as a remastered.
It is good at companies like Capcom are bringing their exclusive titles from older consoles to other new people who missed them.
The thing is, this is why I'm happier with Zero coming out, is because it's just been GameCube.
I think this is a case of where a remaster is right for a remaster.
Yeah, exactly. When it becomes more accessible for other people, that's when I like a remake.
Not a case of a game was 2 years old and it's like, we'll remaster it and we'll re-release it. Everyone will buy it again.
I mean, the only a game that I've always wanted to remake and remaster. I'm going off trail right now because it's not even under Finny, but I've always wanted to play Skies of Arcadia again. It's a Sega Dreamcast game, but obviously Dreamcast.
Yeah.
Not exactly.
Not really the most popular console, is it?
Exactly, and because obviously Sega don't do anything other than Sonic, it's a bit of a shame, really.
Well, we're talking about Resident Evil. There's two games we've heard. One of them that we've heard rumours about, and I don't think they've. I think they did say that they are doing it this way. Resident Evil 2. They're supposed to be remaking that.
Please.
Do you think we'll be getting it this year, or do you think it's not going to be until 2017?
2017.
It would have been announced by now. If it was this year.
All right, another one. What about Resident Evil 7? Do you think we're going to hear anything about that? Or do you think they're going to be holding it back? Because I think we've already got two. Well, we already know of 2 Resident Evil games which are coming out this year. Because we've also got
Umbrella Corps.
Umbrella Corps, yeah. Which I don't think we've been given a date for yet.
Q1, Q2.
Right. So, do you think we're going to well, like I said, do you think we won't get the remake of Resident Evil 2 until probably next year? But I expect to hear something of Resident Evil 7.
I think that's Capcom's plan these days, isn't it? They make one remake and then one original, new game, sequel game.
Yeah, but I think they do it. I think they do it in a bit of a pattern as well. I think at the start of the year they seem to want to release the HD, the remakes.
Yeah.
And then a spin-off, and then a.
But I don't know. It'll be nice to see. But how many Resident Evil games did we get last year? We technically got 2, didn't we?
Revelations 2.
And we had the Resident Evil remaster as well, didn't we?
Yeah.
They're the only 2 that we had. So, yeah, I think they're trying to do it. By the looks of things, they are trying to do 2 Resident Evils each year at the moment, aren't they? Well, for example, this year it's going to be Zero and Umbrella Corps.
Resident Evils.
Resident Evils. Yeah. Another game that I've just noticed, which is also coming out on the same day as Resident Evil Zero, Darkest Dungeon. Now, Kaj, you might not have heard of this
Nope.
a lot.
So,
Well,
I'll just zone out a minute.
sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Well, Darkest Dungeon, it's in early access at the moment on Steam, but it is coming out on PC, PS4, and PS Vita. What I understand from it is that you have a team of adventurers that you hire, but they have problems, and they do get affected with each dungeon that you go through as well. So not just physical, but mental problems as well.
Ah, sounds very Eternal Darkness like.
Yeah, except this is going to be on the PS4, and there'll probably be better graphics. So no offense to Eternal Darkness, it was a great video.
Well, you know, you're comparing a 2016 game with a 2002 game,
exactly.
so.
Well, 2015, 2016. It's been out in early access for a while, but yeah, I'm happy that's coming out. To be honest, because I've heard so much of it, but I haven't played it. I think I've got it on my Steam library, which I probably have, which I'm looking right now. But Darkest Dungeon, yeah, I've got it here. So yeah, I should really play that one day. But yeah, so that's coming out. Another game, Hyrule Warriors Legends, is also coming out.
God, Scooby-Doo edition.
Thank you. Hyrule Warriors Legends is supposed to be coming out on the 3DS. What is that? Billy?
That's the portable version of Hyrule Warriors on the Wii U game, which
I thought it was already
it's
out on
Dynasty.
3DS.
It's a Dynasty Warriors game with Zelda slapped on it, which is a very fun game.
I thought it was already out. Or is it just coming out in America or something?
Oh, Hyrule Warriors Legends is now coming out new on 3DS.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
It's only been on the Wii U.
Right, so that's supposed to be coming out in January the 21st.
It's got a chuckload of new content on it, new characters, new story, new stuff. As it is its own standalone title. The Wii U, I think, is getting all the Hyrule Warriors Legends stuff added to the game via DLC.
That's cool.
So.
We've also got a Lego game coming out in January as well. Lego Marvel's Avengers.
Oh, that's the old game, isn't it?
Old game?
Yes, Lego Marvel Avengers, isn't it?
No,
it's a new one. The one you're thinking of is that one.
What is it called? Marvel
Marvel Superheroes.
Superheroes, as the camera disappears and then it goes off.
Alright, it gets confusing when it's still... It gets
Doesn't
confusing.
look at
I
it,
don't
doesn't
want to
like
look
Lego.
at a PS4 game. Stop making me. Yeah, but that is coming out on your usual bunch, so 360,
I thought it was
Xbox
just
One.
pull off the game.
That's one for
moved on
Hexing
to-
Heavenly.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait to see if they're doing this at the moment. I wouldn't mind seeing some Marvel stuff in Lego Dimensions as well. It's like I spoke to Ryan on his top 5. I would love to see DC versus Marvel, and I think that'd be a great
really
universe
weird
to
seeing
do it.
like Iron Man with like Batman.
Yeah,
That'd
that'd
be really
be fun.
It'd be weird.
Not
weird.
going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, you never know. Look, if they allow them to make a game like this, what are the chances?
If you can have a winner between Marvel and DC, they're not going to go for it.
You never know.
Not
Well, I'm
officially
hoping-
allowed.
Without having Mario of Kratos, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, because Mario would be killed. Kratos doesn't like anyone. He doesn't play well with others. That's
You
what I've
mash that
learned.
X button right there.
We've also got The Witness coming out on the PS4. Now, that was shown on when the PS4 was first announced. It's supposed to be a puzzle game. Who's making this one?
It's very arty-farty in it, some of
It's
the
very arty-farty, yeah.
with the the games on PS4 that are being announced.
It's a 3D puzzle video game by Jonathan Blow and his development team, Feckler Inc. It's going to be coming out on PS4, PC, and iOS, so no love for the Xbox One there. But it's inspired by Myst. The game, not as in Myst itself. Yeah, it's from the people who made Braid. Which it's going to be an arty game. Well, I bet it'll be a lot of fun. People will probably play it. Just looking in January, anything else that you guys noticed?
Not for January. I mean, yeah, no, that's fine.
Well, it's nice to see that we have got a few games. I'm looking forward to
January.
Yeah,
No one's expecting. No one's expecting huge numbers there, are they?
No.
Like,
Well, I'd say the biggest game coming out in that is Resident Evil 0 HD.
Yeah,
for
which
me.
is a re-release of, obviously.
So,
I think it's.
that's a good start to the year.
yeah.
I'd
Zombies.
say it's late February. That's when it first kicks in. 23rd, more specifically, with two particular games.
Well, we're going to talk about February now, anyway.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's when it kicks in.
Far Cry Primal and Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare 2. Which game are you going to get?
Far Cry Primal.
I'm going with Plants vs Zombies.
Let's have a look.
Oh, Billy, you've got to make the decision.
And they're both on PS4, Billy.
Pushes it.
Oh no!
Well,
Plants
maybe
vs
my number
Zombies on
9.
PC too.
Well, it's probably going to be Far Cry Primal because I'm not a fan. I didn't really care for Garden Warfare.
Well, I'm a huge fan of Garden Warfare, so I'm been looking forward to the second one since it was announced at E3.
But I don't really know much about Primal. I've seen the trailer, but I'm still like,
It's Far Cry. What do you expect?
yeah. Well, that's what I mean. I'm expecting them somehow to integrate towers into the game somehow, and like, that's going to be, you're going to climb some sort of tower to get the map sorted out somehow.
Right, it's Stone Age. What kind of towers can we
It's
make
probably
them
you
climb?
probably have to light a fire on top of a tower or
On
something.
top of a cliff or something, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, other games that are coming out on February, we've got XCOM 2, which is coming out on PC. Now, I know a lot of PC people who are fans of the first XCOM, so they're definitely excited about that one. We already mentioned it, but Assassin's Creed Chronicles comes out on the 9th, which the Russia one, but also the Trilogy Pack comes out on the same day. According to this, Mighty Number 9 is supposed to be releasing on the 9th as well.
Yeah.
I doubt it. They pushed that back so many times now. It's ridiculous.
For it anyway.
No. Street Fighter 5 coming out on the 16th. I know it's a fighting game. I think it's going to sell well into it. I think the only difference is it's going to be on PS4 and PC only this time, which will probably sell a few PS4s, I would say, especially the Evo fans.
Got Street Fighter 5.
I think the other game on there jumps out at me is the Xbox One version of Rocket League coming out.
Oh yeah.
But it's not got a date.
Well, we spoke a little bit about Rocket League. We've been playing it on the PS4 for a while now, and we still are playing it. We enjoy the game so much. Unfortunately, with the Xbox version, they do not have the cross-play thing.
Yeah, but we discussed this.
Well, it's not a big thing. We don't really notice it that much when we're playing on the PS4. So to be honest, Xbox One, you're not going to be missing much with that out of it. You're still going to highly enjoy it. I think the only difference is you'll have more of an exclusive group of players in there, because they'll just be Xbox One players, while PS4, Oz group will be a little bit bigger. But be honest, even if it was PS4 at the moment, it would still be bigger.
Yeah, because it's not out on Xbox One.
No, it's because the PS4 is selling better.
Ooh, shots fired.
No, it's not shots fired, it's fact.
You're just igniting the fanboys to go, but the Xbox is better.
Bring it, Ryan.
What can
It's not the one guide.
There's one game that keeps flashing up in my face here, just because I haven't seen
in your face. Is it? Get out of here!
No. Because I haven't seen one of these games for a while.
Don't you dare say Dead or Alive
I
Extreme
wasn't going to. I was going to say Digimon Stories.
Oh my god, Digimon.
I remember playing that on the PlayStation, and it's coming out on the PS4 and PS Vita on the second.
I've only watched Digimon. I think the first season of that. That's it.
I'm looking forward to it.
I never cared for it.
Also,
I preferred my Pokemon.
Boom.
Also, Project X Zone 2. I played the first one, and it's nice. It's supposed to be like a mixture of Capcom characters, and bits and pieces from that. So it's like what's it called? A crossover game.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Capcom loves their crossover, don't they?
Yeah. But other games, The Walking Dead Michonne's supposed to be coming out in February as well.
Yeah, we've discussed that before. I think that we haven't got a clue about that at the moment, and that might be for people who know the story of Walking Dead series.
But I think it will also, a lot of people... it's going to sell well. It's a Telltale bloody game, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll probably still get it myself, but I think it's going to be tapping... It's like the Game of Thrones, it's tapping into the established characters and everything. It's not its own story anymore, in a sense.
Well, another two more games I want to mention. Fire Emblem Fates.
Never heard of it.
It's coming out on 3DS, but it's a great... I know Fire Emblem's a great game. I played
It's
the
a
last
Nintendo
one.
game that I haven't played, but GD has.
Yeah, I've played it. No, it is.
It
Yeah,
exists?
seriously, it is a
It
game
exists?
that. Yeah, I played Awakening, which was the last one that came out, and I'm looking forward to with this.
Is it me or is it stinks of cash cow, like where because they've split the game into three? It's like a really and they're expensive. They're like, and they're saying like
themselves.
They haven't split the game into three, as in you've got three different ones to buy.
well, you say that, but then there's like extra things that you get from having all three games. So I don't know.
Of course, yeah.
So that seems like
no.
£100 game.
It's not three separate games. It's one game.
I know it's one game that you have to buy 3 times.
No, you don't. It's just one game.
YouTube.
It just means that you can choose what path you're going, which compared to other.
So you want this ending, you're gonna have to buy this game. You want that?
No.
It's like Walking Dead, but you have to pay like £10 every day.
Look, you know what the other game is I'm going to mention, but we're not going to stay much on it. Dead or Alive Extreme 3. I'm surprised it's on
Dead or Alive?
Dead or Alive Extreme 3.
Dead or Alive.
I'm surprised that it's on this list
Or
because
11.
it's not supposed to be coming to America, the Americas or Europe.
Well,
You just can't handle the boobs.
But it's not going to be region locked. So,
well, if you look at the thing on Wikipedia, that A means it's Japan only.
all right,
Thanks.
dicks. Anyway,
But you said it's not going to America.
But it's not region locked, so I've got a feeling a lot of people will still be getting hold of the copy. I'm going to guess there's going to have an English subtitles in that game at least. So we'll see what happens with that. Moving on to March.
the month where it all kicks off.
Yep. So we've
I'm
got.
confused.
So the first.
Hyrule Warriors Legends are here again. What are you doing here again?
What the hell are you doing here again?
That says B. I think that's the Westernization.
Oh, right. We're getting it on March.
We're getting it on March. Japan's getting it in January. Dear.
Sorry.
I hate when it
If
does
it
that.
says A, it's the release date slated for Japan only.
So
B is a Western or worldwide release of previously Japan exclusive games.
Right. So, for example, like Star Ocean, which is
Right,
31st
so
of March,
copy and
is just a
paste
Japan,
that what I said about
Japanese
Hyrule Warriors. into
You
this.
bastards!
just noticed that. Oh yeah. By the way, if people haven't noticed, Cajr is a fan of Star Ocean.
Oh,
boy.
fuck's sake. This is fucking ruined my day.
Hey, look,
job,
if it's on PS4, chances are it's going to
At
be.
least it's not on the Dreamcast.
Yeah, it might be not legal.
They're still making games.
regional, mate.
Yeah, but I think this is the month it really kicks off with gaming again.
Yeah,
I mean, there's the first. Well, obviously.
Look on the first, yeah. We've got Heavy Rain for crying out loud.
Yeah, I'll
it's a huge
probably be
game.
picking that up.
Also, Far Cry Primals comes out on PC as well.
Nobody cares about Wii U.
Yeah,
Then you got the
Zelda.
Division.
Look, we can't just skip that.
Just because you don't like it, Caj.
He's already played it. He doesn't care.
He does a little bit, don't you?
Well, I'm going to get it, so I must care a bit.
Yeah, Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD is coming out on the Wii U on the 4th of March, which I played it on the Wii. I didn't, but I'm not.
It's
I'm
not
Zelda
a great Zelda to start on because
Yeah, I know it
and
is.
and the Wii version, but it's a fun game. It's got a slow start, but once you get into it,
I think
it's
the
a very
big
fun game.
hitter in that month is going to be on the 8th, the Tom Clancy's The Division.
Oh, then again, it
Got
might be
Uncharted
weird. We've got Tom Clancy's Division coming out on the 8th. Then on the 11th we've got Hitman.
Yeah,
and
Hitman's...
then on the 18th we've got Uncharted 4.
Yeah, but I think if you put them three in a list, you'd always put The Division at the top because it's
Well, it'd be weird
It-
if you,
when it's-
if you take away
when
the
it's
Tom
hype.
Clancy part of it, and we didn't know what these things were, then I wouldn't say that. I would probably say Hitman would probably be the biggest
So
seller.
if you're saying if the Tom Clancy name sells it,
Yes,
so Rainbow Six Siege,
I would say
You
Tom
can drop-
Clancy's. Well, Tom
yeah,
Clancy
but
started
it's
it.
associated, yeah, but it's like the franchise thing. It moves into other things.
At the same time, though,
You know what? I actually keep getting the Division mixed up with Rainbow Six games because they look exactly the fucking same.
oh yeah, they all do.
Well,
It's
they're
just a
making
different
three,
story.
aren't they?
Like, if I looked at the trailers and they were doing the exact same shit while they were doing that fake, like, I'm
No.
talking to my mates and we're going to do this. Oh no, he betrayed us. How could this happen?
Oh, that were awesome.
Well,
That looks stupid.
well,
No one would talk
You-
like that.
You know what's going to happen when CTG plays
oh
that.
god,
Yeah,
yeah.
if it's like first 5 seconds, we're just going to shoot each other. We've all got a lot done.
Look,
didn't
one
we,
thing,
today?
we already know what's going to happen. We've
Everyone's gonna
discussed
think
this
it's me.
so many times. We've either said that it's either going to be Cajr who shoots first, or Heavenly
it's like the
shoots
Star
first.
Wars with
because
like,
I'm
shot first, it's Cad shot first. I wanna have
because me and Hanksy will probably not shoot. We'll be probably one of the first people killed.
I
And
wanna
we
have
don't know
a t-
why.
I want to have a t-shirt. Cad shot first.
It's like Star Wars, isn't it?
Yeah. You're gonna do like that cheeky neck thing, like edit.
But yeah, at the same time, I am
mean-
looking forward to the Division. We've been looking forward to it for God knows how long now. I think we've known about it for about 2 years.
Yeah, it
Well,
was
I
on,
played the
not
alpha
last
a few
year's,
weeks ago.
but the year before.
I'm
wasn't
really
it?
just
on
hoping
24th.
it's not getting overhyped.
It's over.
It is in the worry of being in the Watch Dogs category.
That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah,
But I
you-
played the alpha
Yeah.
a few weeks ago. I'm supposed to not say much, but show anything. But,
Is it good? That's all you can say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there were a few little tweaks I'd like to see him make. Like there was, I couldn't find a sprint button.
But then again, that
It's,
could just
it's
be.
like I say, it's just tweaks. It's just might just be I couldn't find. I weren't pressing the right button or something.
Well, we don't want to say too much about it because I've got a feeling it's under NDA at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, it did quote you a message. I'm not supposed to discuss it, show it,
Well, you
video
can. Well,
it.
you can
They're
say
gonna burst
it's,
through the
you can
door.
say if it's good or
They're
not.
gonna
That's
go. They're gonna go around
was
with six
what
on you and
little I
just
played, I only
reach
played-
through your room and just take you.
What little I played, I did enjoy.
That's cool. Like I said, Hitman's another game which I like the idea of what they're doing with this Hitman, where it feels more less of a linear story and that it's more of a free roam version of it. Where here you go, you're going to go and do this. You've got 48 hours to do this. If you don't do it in the 48 hours, I'm sorry, but it's gone.
Well, it don't work always, does it? Because I mean, Metal Gear Solid 5, I felt like the big open world didn't help things.
Yeah, but it still had a story behind it, didn't it?
The story is irrelevant. It's more of the gameplay. Like that's the reason I think a big open world sometimes can detract from the gameplay because there's just a lot of times when you're just traveling and not doing a lot.
Well, it's not just that. It's also got two different price points with this as well. Because what is coming out in March is supposed to just be the Paris level and missions that surround the Paris level. And they're going to be bringing out other bits as like separate DLC. But if you buy, you can buy them all for I think it's about £40 or something like that.
So if you buy the game, regular game, you get the whole
Yeah,
lot.
it's not like.
But you
it's
could buy it in
basically
installments. But so basically, you could buy it in installments
Yeah.
and get a bit at a time,
Yeah.
or you can buy it as one full game.
Yeah. So in other words, it's a bit like like how episodic games work.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
I ain't got a problem with that.
no, that's not too
it's
bad.
just-
Actually,
It's no
that's
story
a
behind
nice
it,
way
then
of doing
works,
it.
yeah.
It's more
That's
power to
actually
the
na-
people, isn't it? They
Yeah.
got the choice. If they want to just buy the whole game in one segment, like I've got 40.
It
like,
also,
it's my payday. Like I can just splash out on the game. But if there's
Yeah.
times when you're like, oh, skimp, I really can't wait to play this game. Let me just buy
Well,
the
it's
one
like
episode to get me a buy.
what's it called? If the game which comes out in March, say it costs around about £10, I think £10 is worth having a say. I'm going to have a go of it, see how it is. If I like it, I'll buy the rest. If not,
Yeah.
then you can.
Yeah, that's good.
I think that's a good point. That's what I would like to see with, especially with
just-
what idea they're going to be doing with Hitman. I think it will work. This works for them how they're doing this. So we'll just see
Well,
how it goes.
it's more power to the players. They've got the options now. Like,
Another game, Killer Instinct Season 3 starts in March as well. So I'm surprised it's still going on, especially since who was it, Helix, or which brought out the first season, or is Helix the ones that are doing it
Never
now?
played them. Why have you just skipped Uncharted 4 since you just said it was the big three in that month?
Because I think Uncharted 4 has already been mentioned so many times now.
it's still got to be
When?
clarified.
Oh yeah, Uncharted 4 is coming out as well. I'm not a fan of the Uncharted series. I'm going to be honest.
I've only played a segment of the first one with the Uncharted collection. I couldn't get into it, but
Yeah,
I
I've
don't
got
know
the
whether that's
Uncharted
because I'm playing the first game and that it's not.
It did feel
Because everyone's
clunky
because
to
I've heard
it.
a lot of things, people like from everyone that's a fan of it. They're saying 2 and 3 are better than the first one.
Yeah.
It's a
Did-
series that's got
Billy-
gradually better. So I'm like, I want to give it a chance.
Yeah, same here.
Billy, did it feel clunky to you with the movement and everything like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's weird
It's-
because it feels. No
you can
offense.
feel,
if
you can see its age in its.
It's
movement and
aged and
things.
it's when you're doing because we've had so many better games where they've managed to climb and do stuff like acrobatic stuff like so much
Assassin's
easier
Creed.
now with ease. Like there are games that have done it better. So when you go back to the first one, you're like, oh, this is like try playing Assassin's Creed 1 after playing the most recent Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
You'll feel it like you'll feel like fucking hell, this is
Well,
all.
it's not just that. No offense to Naughty Dog who makes this Uncharted series, but it's just Lara Croft, but it's a male protagonist.
Which was
You're
Indiana
selling it.
Jones originally, which was a male protagonist.
Yeah, but it's just Lara Croft, isn't it? In my opinion,
yeah.
it is.
Yeah, but nowadays it's hard with the amount of games that's come out. It's hard to think up something completely original.
Well, it's nice. I think this is supposed to be the last in the series as well.
Is it not the last with
Nathan Drake.
Drake?
Well,
Yeah.
hence the title, The Thief's End.
Yeah, but they can still do Uncharted
it with
5
someone
with
else,
somebody
yeah.
completely new.
Well, it's the end of the
But-
thief, so it's fine. It's over.
But yeah,
But then-
Star Ocean. I've looked on the thing. It is coming out in the EU and North America, but it's not to. It's to be announced 2016.
Right.
It's got no date yet. That's all it is. So
Yeah, just one more game to mention for March as well, which hasn't been given a release date. Day of the Tentacle Remastered is also supposed to be coming out in March as well, which is Double Fine, one of Double Fine's original games, which is coming out on the PS4, PS Vita, and PC, Linux, Mac, all that lot.
yeah, I think after March. Now I've just looked at it. I think it's where we get started to the period where we don't have release dates yet.
Yeah. But
There's games due to come out
have
that
got
period.
some.
We're going to get to a
We've
point
got
where
some,
we have
yeah,
to start
but-
talking about unscheduled releases.
Yeah, I mean, in April there's only really one at the moment, and that's Quantum Break. That's going to be a hit or miss because
I've got a couple in April.
There's quite a few in April.
Yeah, but I'm saying the big one at the moment.
Man,
Dark
there's a few-
Souls 3?
Yeah, Dark Souls 3 is pretty big.
I don't care about Dark Souls.
Well,
You
just 'cause
don't, but a
don't
lot of
care.
people do. It's got Ratchet and Clank there as well.
Star Fox Zero.
And Star Fox
I
Zero.
knew-
There was
I
quite a
knew
few
him,
games
Chirpy.
coming out in April.
But yeah, like I say, it's got to a point now where Quantum Break's been 3 years in development, 2 years in development.
Yeah, I agree. Well, it's supposed to be the one that's supposed to be going with the
TV show.
isn't it? It's not like other people have had that idea. Defiance.
Defiance.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not excited about it. I wasn't excited the first time it was announced. So,
No, I remember the gameplay they showed. I
well
I
done,
never
you best
think it
mate.
was
Well
E3
done.
last year. Was it E3 last year?
It was when the Xbox
Yeah, it
was
was
actually
E3.
announced.
No, because they showed a video when the thingy where
But we've known
the
about-
ship hit the bridge.
Yeah, but
But
we
then-
knew about it.
Yeah, but I'm
since
saying
then.
they showed gameplay at E3. I think it was last year.
I don't know what are the chances
2014.
this has been changed.
Wait,
Yeah,
is this Quantum Break or
2014.
Ratchet and Clank?
Yeah. Anyway, Dark Souls 2, 3, nobody cares.
Well, Dark Souls 3, a lot of people do care. Because
all you're
I know.
going to see is people raging about it because they keep getting. Is that the one that keeps killing people?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the
All you're
game
going to
that-
get is all you're going to get is people raging because how it's killing them, and then you'll get some smartass who will complete the game on fucking
Guitar Hero.
Guitar and from Guitar Hero.
Well,
And then everyone's gonna go,
to be honest, it's nice that From Software is bringing out another Dark Souls. I think they brought out Bloodborne last year, didn't they?
Yeah.
Did they? Okay.
Yeah.
And
So
they announced a sequel today for that.
I don't know if they announced a sequel, but I know that the Game of the Year edition came out in December.
Oh, right. I
So,
remember.
right.
I remember hearing
because
it.
they had
Ratchet and Clank, go.
Well, it's a
I know
reboot.
nothing about it.
Well, it's a
I'm not-
reboot to the Ratchet and Clank series because the movie's going to be coming out in April as well.
Oh, for fuck's
It
sake.
looks quite nice. It's not a movie tie-in. No, it's not a movie tie-in. It's going to be weird because it's a reboot. That's all what we know about this. So we are doing it from the beginning again. So it's got Ratchet finding Clank after he fell from space and all that lot. But it looks beautiful. They've shown a bit of it at PlayStation Experience. Gameplay they've shown of it, and I'm looking forward to it when it comes out on the 12th of April. And it is a PS4 exclusive as well. And no offense, I'm also looking forward to the movie. It's nice to see. I've got this feeling that it's going to be a video game movie which actually will work. Because
I saw the trailer and it looked good. Yeah. from what I saw.
It's an animated movie.
And this is coming from someone that knows nothing about Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah.
I know even less.
Well, moving away from April, a couple of games we know that are coming out in May. We've got.
You Star Fox Zero.
Okay, do you want to mention a little bit about Star Fox Zero, mate?
There's a game coming out on Wii U called Star Fox Zero. The 3 Wii U owners will buy it, and that'll be the end of it.
I'll tell you what
I'm not.
they were
Okay, 3 of the 4.
from what I saw on the direct. Your graphics have improved, but that's pointless because you're going to be
That's
staring at the
something
game.
you've got to expect.
Oh, it's a new Star Fox game coming out on the Wii U. What do you expect? Well, the graphics
I'm
are
saying
better.
the graphics are improved, but compared to E3, remember
yeah,
E3?
I remember E3. That was horrible.
So yeah, they've obviously updated the graphics. I saw
Yeah.
significant improvement from that, but it's still pointless when you're going to be staring at the fucking gamepad the whole time.
Oh, I think Billy's got a little bit of hate for
Move
this game.
Move on to May.
No, I'll say it was criticism when I see it, but that's it. I might get the game. I'll see when it comes out. It's one of the wait and see games for me.
It comes out on the 22nd of April. It's a Wii U game coming out, so
It's a Wii U game.
which-
It's a Wii U.
I think this is probably more than likely going to be the last big game for the Wii U as well,
Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, that's...
which came out in February.
No,
Oh.
that's another one.
The new one.
Oh, yeah, that was going to be on the NX, mate.
No, it's not. It's been confirmed for Wii U, so...
It's good.
Yeah, The
We'll
Legend of
see.
Zelda Wii U, but it's got no release date.
Okay,
It's
fair enough.
unscheduled.
It's on
So
unscheduled.
it could get put
It
back
could.
to NX.
Yeah, you never know.
It's
mate.
It's
It's
going to be on
Nintendo.
both. I've done it before.
Yeah. So we're moving on to May. We've got 2 here already. We've got Battleborn, which is coming out on PS4, Xbox One, and Windows, which is Gearbox. The people
I
behind
don't. It's a
Borderlands.
MOBA, so I don't care about it.
It looks good.
I don't like MOBAs.
No, you don't.
You're all raving about Smite, and I'm like, no.
Smite.
That's why I'm not getting Fable.
Oh.
Legends.
It was free.
Okay. It's basically.
I want my money
I'll
back.
discuss that another time when we
Yeah,
discuss
okay.
Fable.
Right. We've also got Mirror's Edge Catalyst coming out on the 24th of May.
Okay, not really interested.
It's a rebirth. They keep on calling it a rebirth.
Imagine
a game.
how actual this podcast is if we only just did the one games that Cajr was interested in. We're just not interested.
No, let's move on.
Right, it's over now. Talking about division.
And then we've got in June, these are just to be announced. We know that they're supposed to be coming out in June. We've got Ark Survival Evolved, which me and
Go
Cajr
to preview program tomorrow as of
That-
recording.
It's Doc's
as of
game.
recording, yes. No Man's Sky is coming out on the PS4 and Windows on PC. I just want to have a go of that now. I'm sick
Yeah.
of hearing so
Well,
much
it
about
it
it.
was supposed to be
don't know
released
nothing about
already
the
by
game.
now, but
From what I've seen on the trailers and
There's
stuff, I
nothing
know fuck all about that game. What you do, what you
basically you're exploring space.
It's basically Doc's going to love it.
No,
I've seen
I like
what he
that. I
does
think
with Elite Dangerous. He's going to love that game.
I reckon Elite Dangerous probably does it better anyway.
But the thing is,
Because at least I
there's-
can see from combat from the actual space battles.
I think
I'm
there is
happy.
combat
Yeah.
on it and things.
I know, and
Yes,
they're not showing it for a good fucking reason.
But I think the problem is was it the floods last year kind of destroyed all the
Yeah,
work?
it was. Yeah, they had a lot of problems. But then again, at the
That
same time,
that don't reassure me.
at the same time, I'm thinking,
Better
well,
than
you
hell
shouldn't
is
really
not a
have
good-
your studio on the ground floor.
Yes, Hulk. Thank you for that input.
Yes, that's my son's toy.
We've also got a game called We Happy Few.
Don't care.
I've never heard of that.
Caj's not happy. Caj's not happy. Caj's mad.
We Happy Few is supposed to be an upcoming first-person survival video game developed by.
Are we just going down a
Compulsion
list
Games.
here and just reading every game?
This
that
is
pops
the
out to us?
Wikipedia
This
page.
bit,
We're just basically going down the Wikipedia page and going every game.
Hey, it's supposed to be set in dystopian alternate 1960s
Yeah,
England.
I've read this, but
Yeah,
bet
I
it's
still
an
don't
indie
care.
game. Is it? No.
Hmm?
Okay. Anyway, move on up.
Anyway,
So-
I think for the rest of the year,
We've got
I'm
Dead
gonna
Cells.
think you. You've only got one game. Oh, Billy's now gonna correct me and say
Well, the-
ukulele.
No, there's loads of games that are coming out.
Okay, let's just move on to the games that we know are coming, which is unscheduled, because we already know we've got Deus
this
Ex:
is-
Mankind Divided, which is coming out in August. I'm hoping that we see the backwards compatible with Human Revolution as well will come with that. Especially that would make me buy the Xbox One version more than the PS4 version of that, if you get that with it.
Yeah, I
Which
think-
is something I want to discuss. Do you
Have you
think we're going
played
to see more of those?
Have you played Human Revolution?
Yes,
What do you think of it?
I loved it.
It's really rare game because at first I hated it, but then I had a second run of the game and I enjoyed it because I actually kind of understood what they were going with the game.
Too much yellow, though.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, too much
Heights.
yellow. I'm really hoping that's not the future. But yeah, I've got a question. Do you think we're going to see more of, like we've seen with Just Cause 3, the Gears of War, and Fallout 4? Do you think we're going to see more of the backwards compatible games coming with games that are coming out? For example, like Mirror's Edge and Deus Ex.
What would be nice is if they released the backwards compatibility a week before the
Yeah,
game comes
yeah, I
out,
agree.
just to give you the taste and a little reminder, a little refresher, just before you
Give you a
play the
week
actual
to-
game.
Yeah, especially if it's story driven.
Yeah. Because if you get it at the same time, you're not going to play it
Well-
for like a longest of time.
Well,
like,
then- Caj, then they usually say that it's about 7 days. You'll usually get a code for it, which is usually earlier, isn't it? For
Well, to be honest, the last couple, the Just Cause and everything, actually had the thing in the case, the code in the case.
yeah, but you ended up buying the actual retail version, didn't you?
Yeah, but I don't know about the digital versions.
version. Yeah,
And if I've got retail, I don't I'm going to know about the digital. You
yeah, good.
didn't.
point.
yeah, come on.
I thought
anyway,
I thought you got it digital. That's
No, I don't get things digital unless I have to.
unless you have to. Well, the thing is,
Or
that,
it's a mega amazing deal.
As you can tell from the piles of games behind
Yeah.
Caj
Why,
that's going to overtake him one day and just going to rise up and defeat him.
it's just going to be just
They're just
games
get-
in front of
like,
the
every
screen.
there,
podcast,
from
they're
there
getting
to
taller and
there.
taller, and you can just see him getting closer and closer to him. Like,
But then I've ended up getting like Fallout 4. I got digitally, but I got it the day before the game actually was released. So, or was it a couple? It was a couple of days, but I got the code pretty much on the same day Fallout 4 came out.
I think it might have depended on the game as well.
Yeah.
Because Gears of War, I think I had to wait about a month
But
before
then
I got
again,
the code.
but then with that, it was the backwards
Backwards
compatibility
compatibility
wasn't
wasn't
out
out yet.
then. Yeah.
But yeah, so I can't really say because they sent it me a code via thingy message.
Yeah.
Which
That's what they
so-
do. They do send you a code by message, but which I find weird is that you actually have to go onto the Xbox website to put it in
No.
because you can't buy
No.
360 games at the moment.
No,
No?
that's wrong.
Can you?
Because I gave you some codes, didn't I?
Oh
Them
god,
Gears of
yeah,
War
good point.
codes.
What was
You're
I
right.
thinking of?
But
Oh no, you can buy the 360 games, but you've got to go onto the website to buy them. But
yeah, let me
codes
finish what
do
I'm going
work.
to say before you interrupt me. When I got the
what you're trying to
codes,
say is it's not on the dashboard.
no, when I got the codes, they give me two at a time, and it said underneath the message was two like buttons sort of thing, and it was redeem code 1 and redeem code 2, so I could redeem them from the message directly.
That's cool. That's
So
not bad.
that's unfortunately I was giving them to you, so I couldn't just press redeem.
I think that's what I did actually with the Fallout 3 one. No, it's you. This is what I'm finding weird about Xbox One at the moment. Now, the backwards compatibility has been out since the middle of November, but we're still seeing in our, like for example, our recommended list, we're seeing the 360 games appear in there. So they are showing up on the Xbox One, but you can't buy it on there. It just says bundle only, and then when you click bundle only, oh, it doesn't exist. You don't show me then.
But I think with the store on the Xbox could really do with updating, because we've got the library of games is now increasing by the week, especially with the indie games coming in, and I think to find a single game is quite hard now. Whereas you used to have the ABC stuff, now you have to just search for a game.
The thing is,
and to search a game, you have to know what you're looking for.
I think the search engine needs to be more complex. In other words,
no, it just needs.
You need something like
it just needs like a catalogue where it's A, B, C, D, E.
It wouldn't be a CTG podcast unless we were bitching about the Xbox dashboard.
But no, it's not. It's the store.
It's not even relevant to what we're fucking talking about here. But
my point. It's supposed to be 2016.
Is this a scheduled release?
Yes, but I think all I'm going to say is what they should do is put an ABC catalogue thing. So if you can browse the games and think, instead of having to know what you're looking for, that's what you have to do at the moment. You have to know what you're looking for before you can browse it.
Well, something I would like to see come out in 2016. I would love to see the 360 games being there, that you can actually buy them on the Xbox One. The thing is,
they will.
Yeah, I hope they do. But like I said, we've already started seeing them on the store, but you can't buy them on the store. You actually have to go onto the Xbox website to buy the game. Which is, okay, yeah, it's irritating because you've got that extra step to go through. But it would be, we expect to see it, especially if they are more focused on this backwards compatibility stuff, that I think it would be a great idea for them to do that. Or have an actual, like you said, a category, which these are the backwards compatible games. These are what games are available in backwards compatibility. This is how much they cost. You can buy them from here. That would be awesome. Because I know there is a couple of games that are backwards compatible, which I would buy.
Well, if you want to buy, you have to go on your 360 or via the website.
Oh, yeah. But no offence, I don't even know where my 360's disappeared at the moment. Last time I checked, it was up here.
Back to what we were discussing.
Yes.
The unscheduled releases.
Yes.
So there's a few that obviously jump out.
Batman Telltale game series.
They're in alphabetical order, so bear with us. There's the Batman Telltale series. City Skyline. We don't get many of them PC games. I think we're getting more and more PC games coming out.
Yeah.
We've discussed it. I mean, a few days ago.
I'm curious how that would work on the Xbox.
Sorry, what was that one again?
City Skylines.
Yeah, I want to know how it works, because it is very... it works better with a mouse and keyboard, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's very in-depth there.
I haven't seen it.
So we'll see. We'll have to wait and see on that one. There's Crackdown 3.
Yeah, which I haven't played the other two.
Me neither, so...
Well, there you go. Good talking about. Good for people to talk about Crackdown, isn't it?
You got the walking simulator.
Oh, yeah, Daisy.
Q1 apparently as well.
Do you think it's too late for Daisy?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it should have struck while the iron was hot. While it was at its height, it should have gone for it then.
Did that first start like 2012?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I say, it's like I say, it's saying strike while the iron's hot. If it had gone for it straight away, and like obviously it's still in early access and all that shit, right? It's missed the boat basically.
Yeah.
Well, it's like the other game, H1Z1. I think that one's too late now as well.
Yeah.
I think the only reason why we're excited about Ark because it's still quite fresh. I think it was June when it came out on in early access on Steam, wasn't it? And like I said, it came out December.
Yeah, it was a different type of game anyway.
Program. Yeah, it was a different type of game, but at the same time, they did what Daisy should have done. They
Yeah,
they actually have spread it out quite well.
Yeah.
But
Looking further down, Final Fantasy 15.
well,
Well,
another
you
game.
skipped a bit.
Another game
Huh?
that what?
Dishonored 2.
Yeah, Dishonored 2.
Ooh,
And
I
Doom.
missed that one. Oh, who cares about fucking Doom?
A
It's
lot
gonna
of
be the
people.
Duke
Oh,
Nukem.
you're
It's
doom and
gonna
gloom,
be.
aren't you,
It's
Caj?
gonna
Yeah.
be the Duke Nukem of this generation.
It's not going to be
Well,
the
no,
Duke
because it didn't take
Nukem of this
15 years to come
generation.
out.
But it's basically. Which one was the rip off of which? Was Duke Nukem the rip off of Doom?
Duke Nukem came out before Doom.
Doom.
So-
No,
'cause
Doom was the one that brought first-person shooters to the light.
So Duke Nukem's the rip
Duke
off.
Nukem was a quirky game before, it didn't get really popular
but
until Duke Nukem
In
3D.
essence,
Because it was like a side-scrolling shooter. Duke Nukem, the original one, like the Commodore.
But then again, what we saw at E3 for Doom, a lot of people are excited. I'm still wondering where that loot's come from. But I know a lot of people are still looking forward to it.
There was a
But
lot
I
of
think it was just a
brown
high... But then again, I think a lot of people were just highly hyped up because of... we was not long just told,
Yeah.
Fallout 4 is coming out. We don't know when it's coming out. We're expecting to hear it at this E3, blah, blah, blah. And so it just kind of just kept rolling with the hype with Bethesda at T3. But then again,
It
I know...
shows its spot well.
Very good. But yeah, other games that you've missed. Dead Island 2. We still don't know if that's coming out.
Exactly. That's why I skipped it.
Does
It's
anyone
just-
care? Does anyone care that this is coming out again?
It was
Like,
fun, but I think
California.
You
You know what I keep thinking? I keep thinking it's like a port of Dead Island Riptide. And at this point now, I'm getting really fucking
The thing they need
confused
to
with that.
do with Dead Island 2 is give it something which it didn't do in the original games. Could be some form
Vampires.
of base. Well, it could be some form of base building. You
Vampires.
build
isn't it?
yourself a little fortification or something.
No offense, but doesn't Dying Light already have vampires, technically?
Well, then we played Dino.
Right. Well,
Anyway.
another game that I'm also looking forward to. Now, it's an indie game, but I've heard so much about it so far, Cuphead, which
Yeah.
I'm
That
looking
looks
forward to
interesting.
that. I've had a go of it, and I would say it's definitely going to be a really fun game. You're just fighting bosses in it as well, which is different because you haven't got to go through the whole wave of minions and that lot. You just go straight to a boss fight and have fun. And it's coming out on Xbox One and PC. It's classed as a run and gun and platform game, and it's 2-player as well. So yeah, we don't know when it's coming out, but it's supposed to be coming out in this year. So hopefully it comes out soon. Other games, like I said, Final Fantasy 15. I feel sorry for that. I really do feel so sorry for
That's
Final
been
Fantasy
lost
15.
in the hype for.
Yeah.
Seems like it's been shunted to one side now, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But-
Well, I think that's probably going to be the main reason why we might not get Final Fantasy 7 at the end of this
Well,
year.
if you notice, there's no Final Fantasy 7 on this list.
Yeah. Well, we've been told that. We've been
What
told
did
it's
this originally
supposed to be,
say?
but
End of 2016.
yeah.
But
But
The 16th
it's
for
Square
the next
Enix.
trailer.
Another game, Friday the 13th. Now, no offense, they need to put this out on Friday the 13th.
says
Haven't they?
Q3, which will be. It won't even
I love
be.
that. I love
that.
that.
Well,
Friday the
Q3
13th doesn't know its release date. Fucking love it.
When's it coming out? Tuesday?
Thursday the 12th.
It's a
I think the
Tuesday
next one,
release.
Gears of War 4. That could be a good one.
Uh,
Because it's going to be a brand new set of characters, I think.
yeah, well, the end of
Because the Marcus Phoenix is done.
and
bromance
people
is
didn't
over.
Judgment.
So, interesting to see that one.
Well, it's,
Halo Wars 2.
Halo Wars. I'm not a fan of the Halo Wars series, but
It's
I know
an
a lot of people
RTS,
who
that's
like
why, innit?
RTSs. So
There's a lot better RTSs out there.
yeah, Homefront: The Revolution.
Hmm.
I'm
I played Homefront, the original game. I enjoyed it.
yeah. I'm looking forward to when that comes out.
I'll probably pick that up myself.
There's another one.
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah, that looks interesting.
Well,
Need to see more of it though.
I think we need to see more. Have
don't
we seen
even-
any proper gameplay of that yet?
Well, we saw that little snippet of him taking out a dinosaur, but we need to see a bit more like how much, because obviously we've shown a little bit of the combat. We need to know more of the scope of what's going on, because why are we shooting arrows at Robo Dinosaurs? We need to know.
The King of Fighters 14, which was announced at PlayStation Experience, which a lot of people are happy that it's coming back to consoles. Yeah. Again, Lawbreakers. I've heard a little bit about that, but it's
that's
PC
Windows
only. Yeah.
So,
all right, we'll skip it then.
Yeah, let's skip that. Lego Worlds is supposed to be getting a proper release date in 2016, which is basically Lego's Minecraft, in my opinion.
Mass Effect Andromeda. That's the next one. Major.
What about
console
Mafia 3?
Yeah, I was about to say Mafia 3.
No, it's not a major one. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but it's still a game.
We're gonna have to start filtering some of these games out.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Mafia 3
This ain't that like fucking obscure. It is still.
It's still quite huge. Yeah.
I really enjoyed Mafia 2.
Well, you can buy it.
Oh, I will. That's why I'm talking about it in the fucking podcast.
Mass Effect Andromeda. The start of a new saga.
I really hope they do better than the end of the last one.
But Cajr, we ain't talking about Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games.
Come on, the Olympics.
Do you really want to mention Sonic?
Yeah.
Yes, a actual good Sonic game is supposed to be coming out.
Or shall we go a bit further down the list and go to Metro Prime Federation Force? Yeah, you might as well cover your camera.
Don't cover the camera. People can still see this.
That's why I can't see it. You can't see my show. That don't exist. There's a blank spot in this list.
No, there isn't.
Well, like you said, anyway, Mass Effect Andromeda, it's supposed to be coming out around about Christmas time next year. And it's actually coming out on PC, PS4 and Xbox, which is nice to see, because I think one of the first Mass Effect just PC and Xbox?
I think it was just Xbox, wasn't it?
No, I swear it was on PC
No, it's on PC as well.
I think it did come out to PC afterwards, didn't it? I think it was one of those that belatedly came out on... Oh yeah, only on Xbox One and Windows.
Yeah.
Yes, I still have the disc.
A new Dragon Romper game, which, I'm happy about.
What?
It's coming on PS4, that's nice.
I've heard of it.
You missed Metroid Prime. We give Billy his moment.
No,
I don't know what you're talking about.
We're not going to talk about that, because I do feel sorry for it. Because it's not a Metroid game, mate. I really agree with him with that. It's terrible. It's just terrible. You can't do a Metroid game without Samus in it.
Oh, got the next one we can discuss.
Overwatch.
Outlast 2.
No,
Yes.
Overwatch.
Yes.
Outlast 2.
Overwatch.
Yes. I wonder who we should get to play this on the next Halloween.
GD. GD.
I will pay to watch that.
Fuck off.
I will.
Hey,
I will
you gotta pay
buy
a
the
customer,
game for
GD.
you.
Okay, yeah, Outlast 2 is supposed to be coming out Q3 next year. We might as well talk about it, because we're going to end up talking about it sooner rather
You'll be
than
talking
later.
about it a lot later.
I have not. I do not like the idea that we don't even know anything about this game, first of all. We don't even know what it's supposed to be set in. I don't give a damn. Don't make this game. Please do not make this game.
It's a bigger asylum.
What's this?
With a bigger sewer system.
Fuck off. What's this? Overkill's The Walking Dead.
I'm
What
just
is
looking at that, and it's just gone to Overkill's website with a link.
What is
Overkill made Payday.
This is
Oh, right. Okay. So it's let's just hope it's better than the last one.
basically
which
it's another
wasn't a
Walking
Telltale
Dead game.
It hasn't even got its own
Walking Dead game, but
Wikipedia
this one's
page.
made by Overkill Software, the developer.
Which is a shooter survival horror, but that doesn't really limit it down, because that's what most zombie games are.
I think the next game should be Persona 5 we look at.
No, Overwatch.
Wow, what the fuck's Overwatch?
Overwatch is you might shut down because it is a MOBA, but it is a huge game that I think they've been doing a beta this last couple
It's
of weeks.
Blizzard,
Haven't they?
right? Yeah, I'm going to shut down now.
But it's nice to see. I'm looking forward to it. Especially last thing we heard from them, they've said that maps and any new characters which are going to be coming out on this will be free. So they are going to. I wonder how they're going to be making their money from it. But
We're gonna have to really fast up now.
what?
I can't. We're still on P and it's nearly 11.
I know. Right. Anyway, Paragon.
That's why I've been trying to move it along a bit quicker.
Paragon, which is another, what's it called? Coming out Q1, Q2 on PS4 and Windows. Persona 5.
Never played a Persona game.
I tried to, but I know it's a
Recore.
huge game.
That's the interesting one with we take the cores out of the animals and put it in another animal.
Yeah, that's we haven't seen much about that at the moment, have we?
Q2, it's Xbox One exclusive.
Yeah. It's hopefully we'll hear more about it in the next couple of weeks, probably the next month or two.
Next one, Scalebound, Xbox One. That the one with the dragon.
Oh, don't forget, Rise of the Tomb Raider also comes out on the PS4 this year as well. Which, yeah, this will sell properly then.
Why is that still unannounced? Like, not a time.
Because I don't know. Don't question
I've just seen one that's due to come out next year, and I don't think it will. Star Citizen.
Yeah, it's just Q4.
I think no, this is gonna be on the scheduled releases for a very long time.
Right, I've got one that we might have skipped. Sherlock Holmes: The Devil's Daughter. Now, I ended up playing Crimes and Punishment, which came out in 2014.
I enjoyed that.
I am actually looking forward to this one because it's supposed to be coming out Q2. It's coming out on PS4, Xbox One, and PC. It's definitely a game that I'm going to get because I was highly surprised with the Crimes and Punishment. I'm guessing you was as well, Cajr.
Yeah.
And I know Heavenly's ended up playing it as well. And, I'm looking forward to when this one comes out. So, hopefully it'll be just as good again. Like you said, Scalebound, not heard much about it at the moment. It's a hack and slash. That's all we know about that. Shadow Warrior 2 comes out as well next year.
I didn't care for the first one.
Yeah, okay. Terraria comes out on the 3DS and Wii U. Now that's slowly taking over the world as well. Now you've got Minecraft, you're now going to have this.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Tekken 7 comes out on the PS4.
Yeah, I think Tekken's done now.
I think the last one really important to talk about really is Umbrella Corps.
What about The Last Guardian?
Yeah.
PS4.
Oh yeah, and Zelda.
And Trackmania Turbo.
The Zelda there's no new information.
Trackmania Turbo give me the best moment of E3.
I'm looking forward to that game.
They give me the best moment of E3, where the guy made a random track, goes over a bum right at the start, and he hits a fucking sign.
Yeah. But yeah, that's supposed to be coming out. It says Q1, Q2.
I like how that game's now forever been like known as that game. Like that's what everyone associates that game with. That blew that fucking game because everyone's just gonna do that straight away.
People are gonna end up getting it, yeah.
Just for that fucking.
Like you said, we've got Tropico 5's also coming out on the Xbox One.
We had a PC for ages, so I don't care.
Yeah, but it's another game which I find weird, which is going to be coming to consoles.
I think we're starting to see a lot more PC games coming to console.
Yeah. But at the same time, we don't know how it's supposed to work because it's supposed to be another game where
you know, like how Sim works on consoles. It's going to be sort of like that, where they just make it really slow and watered down.
Unravel is another game which is supposed to be coming out next year.
That's that one with the
little
red, yeah.
Not Umbrella Corps.
And Umbrella Corps. Okay, yeah. We might as well talk about it. This is just Battlefield with a Resident Evil skin, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I swear I said that about Star Wars Battlefront.
It's the theme right now.
Right, we've got Battlefield. Let's give it a skin.
I'm just waiting for when they do it for Zelda. Battlefield Zelda. Legend of Battlefield.
I don't remember guns in this.
Grenade!
I think that's pretty much it, isn't it? The bigger games.
Yeah.
There's a few missing off there, which we don't. There's no Call of Duty on there. There's no Assassin's. No
FIFA,
main.
sports annual games.
There's no Halo. Usually
So,
Halo's been having
should we have
seems to have some form of Halo. Oh, Halo Wars 2. Sorry. Yeah.
So should we have a quick talk about what games we'd like to see?
Yeah, sure. I would love to see a Crash Bandicoot game.
You say that every year, especially
because
after
I want a bloody Crash Bandicoot game. I know, I'm still upset
dream.
because of PlayStation experience, where someone just told me, guess what? They trolled you about a Crash Bandicoot game. I didn't see it. Yeah, it was you. I'm not happy with it. Just give me the goddamn Crash Bandicoot game.
I would like to point out.
Just give me Crash Team Racing too. I just want Crash.
I thought you'd have known about that. That's the
I didn't
ultimate
know
troll.
about this. That's the thing, but it's pissed me off even more every time I think Crash Bandicoot. The bloody guy with the t-shirt.
Yeah, I think you want Crash Bandicoot. I'm trying to think what would I want. I mean, can't think what I want. Mass Effect's coming out, so
Yeah, I think there's quite a few games that you probably will enjoy this year. Like you said, Mass Effect,
Heavy Rain.
Heavy Rain. Well, I played it on the PS3, but I know you'd like it since how much you enjoyed Until Dawn. So,
We've got the Final Fantasy VII remake, which I'm very, very sceptical about.
yeah. Why you think about it? What about you, Billy? What game are you would like to see next year?
I would like to see a sequel to Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse. That would be good.
Metroid game.
I'd like a Metroid game. That's actually a Metroid game. Yeah, that would be
You
nice.
got one? Metroid Prime Federation Force.
Well, that would be nice because if they treat that as a spin-off game, because spin-off games are fine
Yeah.
as long as you release the other main games with it.
Yeah.
Because if you just release the spin-off games, it's just rubbing it in for us.
Do you know what? I'm actually the one thing I am more excited about compared to wanting a Crash Bandicoot game. I'm excited to see what indie games come out because they seem to get better and better every year, don't they?
Indie games are always the wild card, isn't it? Because
Yeah.
nobody can predict that. Nobody can predict what's going to be the number one.
Well,
I mean, last year it was Undertale, really. Like that was the surprise.
that was a surprise for you. With me, it was Rocket League.
Well, no, I'm saying it's a surprise in general because it's one of those games that just come out of Kickstarter and it's just got overwhelmed positively.
Yeah.
Like it's everywhere now. It's like
We should probably be seeing a video this year of me.
yeah,
and Billy doing,
I've probably already started.
Yeah.
I think we're the more PC games that are coming over. I think that's the thing we're to look forward to. Like I say, we started. There was Elite Dangerous came over. We had Starpoint and Gemini came out.
We had
We've got
Ark,
Ark.
yeah.
We've got the other three that's in development. Is it Laser Fear, The Long Dark, and Sheltered?
Yeah.
Yeah, Wasteland 2, the director's cut of that. So we've got City Skylines, Tropico 5.
All right. I've got a question then. So, two questions. First of all, last year, what would you, in one word or one phrase, what would you say last year was the year of what? Cajr, you first.
Open worlds.
Open words. Billy?
Year of remasters.
Remasters. I would say year of player one, because there was a lot of single player games, which really stood out last year.
Yeah. But I think you look at it, the main games out last year were all predominantly open world.
Yeah,
Witcher,
but with me,
Fallout, Just Cause.
But then again, they were all
MGS.
They were all also
Single player. Yes, I
player.
understand that.
Yeah. But then I would say, last year was the year of... Right, so what about 2016? What we know of 2016, what would you think it's going to be the year of? We'll start with you this time, Billy.
That's quite hard to say this early on.
Yeah, I'm struggling.
Well,
Sequels?
Yeah, I'm seeing more sequels, but obviously that sequels always be the games that stand out for us because it's the games we know. When it comes to original games, we're like...
do you want to know what mine is? Year of VR. Because we've got all three VR headsets coming out.
Oh yeah, but how many games have we looked at here that are actually VR games?
Well, the thing is, have we thought that they might not have put the VR games on there because we barely know? We know of a couple.
There's games on here that we all know is the title. I've not seen it as...
Well, it's like, so we know that there's a Until Dawn VR experience game coming out, don't we? For the PlayStation VR. We also know about, is it Guitar Hero VR? Or is it Rock Band VR? One of them. It's supposed to be happening as well for the Oculus Rift. But the fact is, this is the year when the consumer versions of all three headsets are supposed to be coming out, which is Vive, Oculus Rift, and the PlayStation VR. So I've got a feeling that is definitely going to be the bigger focus point of this year. And then also something else that we've been hearing about, which is supposed to be coming at the end of this year as well, the NX.
Yeah. I think the other thing you can look at there is there seems to be quite a few like reboots in the Crackdown. I think that's a reboot, but it's a sequel. You
Yeah.
know,
There are
it's
quite a
one.
few
It's because originally in the video it just said Crackdown. Now it's being labelled as
can
Crackdown
say
3.
Is Hitman classed as a reboot?
I would say it's classed as a
I'd say
reboot.
so. If it's just got its single name, to me it's a reboot.
Mirror's
Doom
Edge.
as well.
Mirror's Edge, that's
Yeah, it is.
rebooting.
Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
say it's a year of reboot.
You've got. I had another one a minute ago.
Well, can we say?
Homefront is being brought back.
Can
Star
we?
Fox
Can we?
Zero.
Can we technically say Gears of War 4 because it's a new chapter and Mass
No,
Effect
it's a new
Andromeda?
chapter. It's not like as if it's a I don't know because
It's the start of a new chat. It's the start of a new saga, isn't it?
If
Yeah.
it's them going like plot point like Locust or like back with them again, like but from a different perspective of like, then yeah, I would say so. But if it's a new, completely new enemy, new threat, I don't know how that's gonna fucking
Yeah,
work.
it's going to be interesting to see how these things work. It's weird how it's a new chapter games, in my opinion. Let's just name it here: the new chapter games.
I'd say it's the reboot. Yeah, the reboots.
Yeah. But then, there's one thing that we kind of have avoided at the moment. We haven't talked about. We have spoken about it a bit on other podcasts, but we might as well speak about it a bit more because it's the perfect opportunity to do that. The NX. Now, we have been hearing about it for the past year it.
We've had all the rumours and
All
stuff
the
like that, but we
rumours.
haven't had much information about it.
Now, we're supposed to be getting quite a bit of information this year, especially by the sounds of things, with a leak that it's supposed to be coming out at the end of this year.
Yeah.
So, at the same time, this might be the last year of the Wii U properly as well. Okay,
Yeah.
there is a Legend of Zelda game which is supposed to be coming out on the Wii U, but
The thing is, Nintendo don't really. I mean, unless it's really big games like Zelda, they normally just sort of announce the game and it comes out months later.
Yeah.
They keep things a lot in their closet until it's ready to be done. Like, I guess you could say sort of like Fallout 4 was. They kept it
Yeah.
under wraps until it was like, oh, and here's the game. And it's like, wow, it looks nearly completed already.
that worked perfectly for him. I think a lot
Yeah.
of people are thinking putting it as the games of the year. Well,
Yeah.
I know. Looking at the top 5 game lists that I've done at the moment.
So I know it looks bare bones, but it's not just going to be 2 fucking games. Like, it's going to be bad. I still think it's going to be like another quiet year for Wii U,
yeah.
but it's not that bleak.
Well, you got Terraria. Woo! Which can run on a 3DS, not like Minecraft.
I don't know.
But are you excited that they are on about bringing out this new console? And do you think it's a good idea for them to do it? Okay, it's been. I think the Wii U has had a
good
lifespan
time now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a good time. What I'd hope to see in the NX is first of all, better online service.
Yes.
Nintendo needs to fucking catch up with that
I
because
think
they
need
are
to get
8
better with the
years.
social service as well.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. As internet scope as a whole, like just media service, online features, stuff like that, because they're like 8 years behind right now. They're like
God, yeah.
early 360 right now, like first dashboard 360 where you just had chat.
Yeah. The thing is, I'm hoping that
So
this year, I'm hoping Nintendo start to.
That's the big thing that NX needs to have for me.
Yeah.
Um,
Would you like to see a streaming thing on it?
Yeah, that's the second best thing. They need to be a bit more open with that
Open
sort of
with
thing. They need to be
YouTubers.
open with YouTube and just letting people, share their game, share their gaming experiences with other, like-minded. Nintendo's just such a perfect platform for that. Just think of stuff like Mario Maker, where everyone could have just shared their levels on YouTube.
The thing is,
and
we've been on about games that we want to play on the Wii U and what we would love to play and stream. But with me, I've always
It's
been
very
because of the whole
frustrating,
Nintendo thing. It kind of puts me off from doing that.
It is very frustrating because there's plenty of times. I mean, I don't care if there is a straight to stream, like how PS4 and Xbox One you can stream through the console straight away.
Yeah.
I don't care whether the NX will have
don't
that,
care about
but
that.
as long as they're open arms saying, look, feel free to stream our games. We're not going to
Thanks.
monetize your stuff. We're not going to do all this shit to you.
no offense to Nintendo, but they do need to learn a little bit here that this is the way how
Don't
advertising has been done.
Don't bite the
for
hand
games.
that feeds you.
Exactly.
And that's exactly what they're doing.
The thing is, YouTubers now sell games. We do sell games. If there's especially the indie side of things.
It's the best advertisement right now for gaming.
Well, it's like, what's it called? I think Minecraft is a perfect example of this. I don't think Minecraft would be anywhere near as popular.
Well, that's the type of games that are perfect for it because and
now they've
Mario
just got that.
And Mario Maker was like the same sort of like genre in a way, like where it's a creative tool.
Yeah.
In a sense, and that's you can show off what you've made.
Well, the thing is, it's like with Nintendo. The thing is, YouTubers do want to stream Nintendo games. It's just that the
some still
restrictions
do,
are
like
too much.
they'll just despite it because they enjoy it so much. But
the thing is, it upsets a lot of people.
Yeah,
because like I would love to do Nintendo games. I would love so much because I am a fan of Nintendo. I am a fan of it. Okay, we do bash it a bit, but it's because that's what everyone's doing at the moment.
It applies to all three consoles. If there's something to criticise, we're going to criticise it.
Exactly. Well, look at
and
what we've done on this.
If there's something
podcast.
to praise, we'll praise it. That's the way I look at it. So, if you done goof, you're going to get...
The thing is, we don't make fun of PS4 too much because PS4 is doing everything right at the moment.
Yeah.
We make fun of Xbox because the dashboard is shit. And Nintendo, we make fun of Nintendo because they are so restricted for YouTubers. That is the main thing. And to be honest, the Wii U hasn't been the best console.
I'd say them two main things to do, and I think the NX would be a much better improvement over the Wii U. That's all it would need. I don't care about controller gimmicks or whether it's got the most powerful console. I don't give a shit about that stuff in the slightest.
One more thing that we spoke a lot about in 2015 as well. And hopefully we've heard the last of it, but I doubt we have. Konami. Simple, isn't it?
You know what? I scratched what I said about last year, the year of. It was the year of fucking Konami fucking up.
The year of fuck you, Konami.
Konami, yeah, the year of fuck Konami.
Yeah. I really, really am hoping we hear the last of Konami. At least, I think we're going to hear a little bit more about it in January when we find out what's happening with Kojima and that lot.
There's a little bit in the bottom. There's a little tiny little bit in the bottom of my heart, a little spark that just tells me, just
come on, Kojima,
Konami,
you can do something good.
Konami, just
do it.
Make me a good Silent Hill game, please.
And then they bring out the Silent Hill Pachinko machine, and then that little spot just
fucking Silent Hill Pachinko HD collection. Fuck you.
I'm just... But yeah, we spoke so much about it last year, and it's... I'm really just hoping that we've heard the last of Konami, in my opinion, because they have been... Who do you think is going to be enemy number one this year? That's a hard one, because I think Konami came out of nowhere.
Sega's always on the firing line. Ubisoft, EA is pushing their boundaries.
But then again, with Sega, it's
Activision,
not that we hate Sega, it's that we're disappointed in Sega.
I think Square Enix. I think Square Enix is going to piss me. It's already starting to piss me off so many times. I mean, I just saw the Final Fantasy VI. Like, oh sweet, they're putting the port on the PC. No, they're remaking the sprites, and the sprites look like Microsoft Paint.
I don't know. It'd be, I'm hoping for so much this year, and I'm hoping so much goes well. I'm interested to see how VR goes. I'm interested in what we hear about NX, because at the moment we don't even know what NX is. We've got a feeling now it's got to be some kind of hardware, simple enough, because of them on about shipping numbers. At the same time, it could be a new handheld, but I doubt it because they've just brought out the new 3DSs, haven't they? So...
It's Nintendo. Never try and predict what Nintendo are going to do.
I'm just hoping they do something good for once. Please, just be nice to us.
They make good games, they just don't make good business choices.
Make a Mario Party which is good.
I don't really care for Mario Party in general, really.
Did.
I'd rather just them dedicate themselves to making fucking games instead of spin-off games.
Oh, fuck it, they're happy as long
We've
as
had a year of
as long as
spin-off
we
games,
buy the
now we
bloody
need
amiibos.
We've had a year of spin-off games. We need a year of like full titles. If you're gonna make a Mario game, make it a Mario Galaxy.
Do you know what I just thought? The NX comes out and then it hasn't got amiibo support.
I reckon they'll plug that in somewhere.
They've got to plug that in because it's such a good seller for them. I think that's pretty much covered for this year. That's a quick question. What game are you looking forward to next year? Just one game.
By the way, Final Fantasy VII Remake is in the 2017 releases, 2018.
Stop looking into the future. I've told you about that.
It's in the further in.
Whatever. So
beyond 2016.
What game are you looking forward to the most next year? Caj?
I
was going to guess Mass Effect, but...
yeah, Mass Effect.
Mass Effect.
I'm just thinking, because it's so late in the year now, I think Ark could be one.
Well, when it's fully released, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Billy?
Obviously, we're going to get more and more content as time.
Legend of Zelda. Whatever
the new
Wii U, whatever that is going to be.
I'm gonna say Cuphead because I've been looking forward to that game quite a lot.
Jeez, I feel so.
What?
I mean, it looks good, but fucking hell for you.
I'm just keeping my expectations for gaming this year low.
Fucking low. It's down there. Like.
I'm looking forward to Cuphead. Personally, I think looking through the list here, I'm interested to see what they do with that Recall game. I'm quite interested about that. Same with Scalebound because I am a fan of hack and slash games.
I'm not. I hate them. That's why I'm so worried about Final Fantasy VII Remake. Just looks like a hack and slash.
I'm definitely not looking forward to Umbrella Corps. But then again, I said that about the Star Wars Battlefront, and I did like the beta of it. So, I don't know. There's many games. I'm really can't. I'm struggling to pick just one. I think.
Well, you asked this question.
The damn question.
We did our part.
You did your part. Just because of curiosity, I'm going to say probably that Dying Light the following. Because I want to know what the fuck it is. Yeah, it's coming out February the 9th. We have no idea. We think it's going to be a standalone DLC for the Dying Light, don't we? But we've not heard much about it. Yeah, that's definitely there. I'm going to stick with Cuphead. No, Garden Warfare 2.
Make your freaking mind up.
Garden Warfare 2. I'm going to stick with Garden Warfare 2 because I love the original. I love the first one so much that I'm still playing it to this day, and I'll probably still be playing it until Garden Warfare 2 comes out.
Yeah, it is a standalone expansion. The following.
Is it?
I like the following.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see how that goes.
It's free to all players who purchase the seasonal pass.
Oh wait, I have. Sweet. So I'm going to be playing that in February then. I'm just more surprised that we're still getting Dying Light content. It would have been over a year.
Think of the Far Cry, like the Blood Dragon one.
It's going to be a bit like that, yeah.
Because it says here that the following will introduce a new story campaign, controllable vehicles, and a new map.
Okay.
Which the size is the same as all the previous maps from Dying Light combined.
So, 1 minute. So technically, it's a new game.
Technically, it's a new game. Like I said, it's a standalone expansion.
Okay. You know what?
It's expanding the game.
Techland, do what you want with it. But in my opinion, that sounds like you're making a new game. You're basically making the sequel to Dying Light here. But if I get it for free, okay, sure, go ahead. I'm not complaining. I think that's everything covered, isn't it? Apart from when we're back.
So, I thought you wanted to do something else as well.
What else did I want to do?
You want to discuss what we're streaming next year, hopefully series-wise.
Yes, good point. Yeah, so a few things before we end it. We want to explain what things we're going to be doing in Crave Your Game that we know of so far this year. Especially these two here. Caj, you're starting a new series, which is going to... Well, you've already started it, technically.
I think I'll be doing
next year.
2 series alongside one another.
Yep.
Mass Effect and Final Fantasy VII, which will probably end up going into the new year. So obviously I'll be part way through that when this podcast comes out.
Well, the YouTube will be having it starting in the new year, but you're starting filming. Yeah.
We got numerous plans. GD, we'll continue our WWE predictions.
We're coming close to the year of that, aren't we? Which will be WrestleMania.
Well, that's the last one where we've done a full cycle.
Yeah.
We've got
Project
plans
Spark.
of Project Spark. Delve into that. That's going to be fun. There's lots of little other games in there. I mean, we've got if Ark takes hold, we could be doing a lot of Ark.
Expect to see a video of Ark. There's probably a video already out of Ark, knowing our luck.
Obviously, there'll be the Rocket League thing.
Expect
Can't think of anything else.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything else for myself.
What about you, Billy? What solo? You're
So
in the
I've
middle
already
of something, aren't
started.
you?
So as I'm recording this, I've probably already started Undertale, and I'm still continuing with Final Fantasy X HD, and I probably will be continuing that for the whole of 2016. About length of that game, but I'll say by the time this podcast airs, I'll be at the tail end of Undertale. So be sure to check out my Dragon Ball Xenoverse Let's Play right after Undertale.
That's cool. Oh, I didn't know you was doing Xenoverse after that, mate, which is nice. Well, yeah, I expect to see what they've mentioned here. I expect to see it on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/Crave Your Games. Starting in the new year, they'll have their own new series of this. The Final Fantasy one, we're still figuring it out because we don't want 2 Final Fantasies running at the same week together, because it'd be too much Final Fantasy in a 1 week.
Yeah, but that's what we're streaming.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
that's
what
a different thing.
Well, my streams are going to be on like a fortnightly basis, so you're going to have 1 week Final Fantasy, 1 week another game.
Yeah.
So you're not going to get sick. So hopefully you don't get too sick of Final Fantasy. So my recordings ain't going to be it's going to be a bit spread out.
I think mine's as and when I can.
Yeah.
For me, well, expect to see the podcast as always. We'll explain when we're going to be back live with the podcast near the end of this. I want to bring back Battle of the Cravers. I'll have a new opponent this time. I don't know who we're having yet, but it might be Shimmy, it might be Billy, it might even be Caj. We don't know. We'll see what happens.
It'll be somebody.
It'll be somebody.
Then.
But we want to bring back Battle of the Cravers. Zombie Bites, also, we're going to be doing that hopefully on a monthly basis as well. We've got a couple of live things that we're planning that we've discussed, but we haven't put it in. So expect to see more live stuff this year as well. Game-wise, for me, that's a good point.
Well, you've got this Project Spark with me.
Yeah, we're going to do Project Spark. With me, I think I'll probably be doing a lot more co-op stuff this year, if anything. Because I'm supposed to be also coming on that Undertale thing with you as well, aren't I, Billy?
Yeah. I was hopefully to have you joining for the first reactions of the game, seeing as you don't know much about the game.
All I know is that
obviously I've played through the game, so I won't react as much to the bizarre randomness. So I'm hoping that I can get a reaction out of GD while I'm playing it.
Well, I know I want to do some more of the Keep Talking as well, because that is a fun game. Expect to see more Jackbox game stuff as well. You know, the usual stuff that we bring out. And also expect to see more of the Sims series, because I think I've actually enjoyed doing that. I think people have been enjoying watching it as well, seeing how they react. Especially Shimmy and Billy looking at food and not eating it.
Yeah, I wanna give directions to Shimmy, see how he likes it, because he would give me a fucking rough time.
Well, Caj, I think he's the only person who's kicked the dustbin about. He's kicked the dustbin.
There's a yellow button that says press. Jimmy goes, press it. Without even fucking reading the book.
Oh, God, yeah.
Fucker.
Yeah, if you haven't seen that, it'll be out during Christmas time. That we've done me, Billy, and Shimmy doing Keep Talking, and
Apparently, I
it's
don't know my
hilarious. Shimmy needs to learn to read, and Billy needs to learn what a vowel is. Simple enough.
Look, when I'm in panic mode, I unlearn things.
But yeah,
You
expect.
mean you forget things?
He forgets things.
Unlearn things.
Yeah, expect to see some what's it called, solo stuff from me as well. I don't know what I'm going to be doing properly yet, but like I said, I've got The Sims that I'm currently doing at the moment. Expect a bunch of cult stuff that we've announced, like for example WWE predictions and Project Spot, which I'm doing with Cajr. The Undertale thing, which I'm doing with Billy, and we might even be doing another Minecraft series. You never know. Well, because I love doing the Mind Z stuff, and I would love to do another series in that.
Good, actually.
Yeah. Expect. We've all got many things that we've got planned. Might even see some more World of Tanks from Shimmy, or even some Rust. I didn't think about that. Might see some Rust from Shimmy. So yeah, we've got tons of ideas. Most of them are still put on paper, but we have already got a few things. I think at least up to about February, March, that we've got ideas what we're going to be putting up on the YouTube channel. So expect so much content still coming out in the next, well, for the whole year, to be honest. So yes, that is, I would say, the end of this podcast. Thank you, Cajr. Thank you, Billy, for joining me for this podcast. Happy New Year to you all as well. And we will be back on the 6th of January on Twitch, which is www.twitch.tv/CTG Podcast, with our usual scheduled live programming again with the CTG Podcast. And also, not the 6th, but the 13th of January, we'll be discussing our nominations for the CTG Awards again. So, what will be in the list, we'll tell you then. Simple enough. So, yeah, I think that's it. Thank you, and goodbye. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I get it. I get it.
Okay,
I get it.
So,
I get it.
this is the cut-off point for
I
the
get it.
CT... Yes! Okay. This is the cut-off point for the CTG
I get it as
Guess
well.
what? I get it. Stop listening.
You know we're never
I'm not
gonna
listening!
No, mate.
Your
Didn't begin
Xbox.
with X did.
Right.
Got it.
This is the cut-off point for the CTG podcast, starting from now.
When?
Or then.
Starting from now.
What, just then?
You know I'm going to keep that in.
That's fine.